Hey, when it comes to buying a property or selling a property, whether it's in Dubai or anywhere else in the world, how do you handle the pressure? Because there's always real pressure because of whatever you're going through in your personal situation in your life. And there's always this created pressure from the market noise and from the other stakeholders in the market, such as the agents or the counterparty. How do you handle both kinds of pressure? Okay, I'm going to help you actually assess, evaluate, and then show you how you punch pressure back in the face. All right, if you need expert help to guide you step by step, there is a link below. Hit it, click it, let's talk. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Show real fast. Hey guys, welcome back. Look, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section how you've handled pressure in perhaps similar situations, while whether you were an agent helping a buyer or seller buy a property, whether you were a seller of a property, or whether you were a buyer of a property, not just in the Dubai market, but anywhere globally. Because any comments you make in the comment section, number one, I'll read them, but it can also help others who might be able to benefit from your experience. Now, I'm going to show and compare two different approaches. Okay, I'm going to call one the hustler's approach. Okay, so let's just give us some space over here. So this is the hustler's approach. Okay, and on this side we're going to have the process driven, let's call it the framework approach. Okay, so let's give you big words to make it sound really important, okay, which it is. Okay, so let's give it two sides. Yeah, all right, Jinu's laughing. So the hustle approach, or the hustler's approach, and the process driven step by step. Let's call this also the cowboy approach. Okay, so the hustler's approach or the cowboy approach. Okay, what happens in the hustler's approach situation? Okay, you're a regular Joe, you've got some money, a couple of $1 million, 3 million, 10 million. You've got a lot of things going through your head. Okay, everything's going through your head. Okay, you've got the following in your brain. Okay, so this, let's call this your head. This is what's going through. Okay, you think agents lie. Oh my God, gotta stay away from real estate agents. You think the market's going to crash perhaps. Oh my God, I heard that the market's gonna crash, I shouldn't buy. There's another part of you that says, no, I gotta buy. Like, why am I not buying? Why are you still living in a rental house? Then there's going to be this other part that says, I'm paying rent, but I'm paying my landlord's mortgage. Then you're going to talk to your uncle who's going to say you should buy. Then you're going to talk to your nephew who's a real estate agent. So there's a lot of stuff going on in your head about your job, about your retirement, where you should put your money, is it good, can you double it, etc, 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 etc. What do you end up doing as step two? You start reaching out to agents, or perhaps you look online to a couple of listings, and you start making the calls and you start going for visits. You go as step two and you start visiting. Notice that you've got a lot of noise in your own head, and then you start doing visits. The process framework driven approach is you seek out an expert of the market first. So you work with an expert. This is step one. That could be me, anybody from my team who's trained by me, or anybody in the market who's got enough experience and 4 qualities. Okay, the expert has 4 qualities. Number one, they've seen the markets up and down, so they've got 10 years of experience. They are trustworthy and honest, competent, and they are organized. Okay, so 10 years allows them to have seen the ups and downs of the market, and then they are trustworthy, competent, and organized. What this expert should do is guide you to a proper strategy / needs analysis. Okay, so you do a strategy needs analysis Okay? Now, what happens from this is you come up with 5-point criteria of what the property absolutely must have in terms of when you're looking at making that purchase or going to the market. And then after you've defined that 5-point criteria, this is when you go into the property selection phase, okay? So you go into the property selection phase, okay? I could have, so I doodled it a little bit aggressive, but let's use boxes, okay? Once you go to the property selection phase, this is what happens. You're going to look at every single property vis-a-vis the 5 points that you've established in the strategy session. Whereas on the hustler side, the cowboy approach, what happens is you go for visits, and now you've got with you agents following you till death. You will either buy or they will leave you alone after you die. Okay, that's what generally happens in the Dubai market. Okay, and they're going to create a lot of pressure. Okay, these agents are going to start creating a lot of pressure on you, and every week you're going to start receiving 1, 2, 3, 4 different projects from the market. सही है जीनू? ऐसे ही है? Yeah? ऐसे ही है ना? Okay. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to start putting a lot of pressure, and we start sending you 1, 2, 3, 4 projects every week, 5, 6, and every single agent is going to start telling you this is the best, this is the best, this is the best. As opposed to, so now you see you went from your mind pulling you in all directions. You went straight to visits. Agents started putting pressure, started sharing properties with you. Instead, you went on the process-driven approach. You seek the help of an expert, do a strategy needs analysis, pick the 5 main points that are going to help you in the market, and then you go to the market for property selection. And what happens at this stage is you're going to find 7 to 12 different properties that meet this criteria, right? So you're going to go step by step at 7 to 12 different properties, which will then filter down to 2 to 3 properties. So at every stage, what's going to happen? You're going to do due diligence. You're going to compare if it meets the 5 points that you've already established as important for you. You see, you're moving in a very process-oriented, without emotion, information gathering stage where you will be able to make a better decision, okay? So you gain more information. And I always tell from 2 to 3, you will be able to whittle down to 1 property. And at some stage, you're able to negotiate very well. Now, in the hustler approach, negotiation might sometimes come at this stage, where agents tell you that, hey, if you want this great deal today, just pay and take this great deal. They're actually lying, there's no great deal, but they might try to give you a great deal, tell you that you'll save some money. You're not really saving any money. Create pressure and make you buy, okay? Whereas in this scenario, negotiation comes after the property makes sense to you. And what ends up happening is, because of this, you're going to be able to cancel out a lot of the market noise. All the market noise, remember, that we talked about over here, you're going to be able to cancel that out. Because you're going in a step-by-step process, the market noise is not going to bother you, okay? Whereas over here, what's going to happen is they're going to now start putting more pressure. They'll send you more projects. Out of this, one might take your fancy, but since you've not acted fast enough, they'll tell you it's sold out. Now, the average human being can actually say no about 8 times, but when they tell you this project that you briefly liked sold out, that's going to start creating a fear of missing out in you. Remember, you've already said no 8 times. You're going to start saying no maybe 3 more times, and then you're going to actually either one of these properties, maybe this one or this one. It's all random anyways, because you're moving in a random way. God be with you. Perhaps you make a good decision. Whereas over here, once you come down over here, you can make that information based decision. What do I make by that? Number one, you've negotiated. And this property, if you've whittled this down, and in reality there's only one or two of them available, because you see you've come down through a process, you'll be able to take a very good decision to actually buy, okay? Because there's real pressure where you're really making the right decision, and there's fake pressure where you're just being pushed, and that's not really very helpful. So I've given you a comparison on how, generally speaking, a process-driven, framework-driven approach differs much more from a hustler's, cowboy-driven approach, and which side is going to serve you the best to safeguard your money, to invest the right way, invest for your future generations so that it makes sense for the real estate investment to work for you rather than for it to become a liability which you are then ending up servicing in the future. I hope this makes sense. If you would like to work with us, there is a link below. Hit it, click it. Would love to talk to you, see if we're a good fit. We can take it forward. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. And if you agree, disagree, or if you want to fight the best falls guys ever, hit us up in the comment section. Ciao for now. Do you see that comment with best falls guy? Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.